guys, welcome back to my channel. I have my foundation ready to go. Just got to do my eyes. You know what that means. It's time for ghost stories and makeup. So tonight I am going to read some scary stories off of the internet. They're just supposed to be extremely scary. So I'm going to read one and then we'll talk about it. Okay? So the first one, I have to prime my eyes first. So, gotta find some eye primer. Don't know where any is. Little Jimmy Vaniver. So I'll start the story since, you guys, this is the second night of using the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation and their new concealer, the new hydrating camo concealer. I discovered this concealer needs to go up underneath your foundation instead of on top of it. So that's what I did learn. And then I just put a little bit of setting powder on. I will say this foundation is not matte. So, and I really like my foundation to be matte. But you can always, I've dusted earlier with a little bit of powder. I'm just going to go in with a little Jimmy Vaniver eyeshadow primer. And then we're going to get started. I forgot the air conditioner's on. So, hold on 1 second, please. Sorry, I am back. Had to go turn the air conditioner off because I forgot to do that before I started filming. So, I don't know what kind of makeup I want to go for tonight. Since we're telling scary stories, I guess I'll just kind of do like a Halloween-inspired look. I don't really have any certain theme to go off of tonight. So, maybe we'll start doing like a theme during our ghost story Wednesdays or something. You guys have requested this video. You guys really love the Get Ready With Me's and the scary stories, the ghost stories. So we'll keep on doing them until you guys are like, quit doing ghost stories, we're tired of it. So, but yeah, we're gonna get started. Let me get this primer on. You guys, I really do like this e.l.f. combination. It's good. And, you know, I have my own foundation line, so, but I really do like, I like it. It's very lightweight, so it doesn't even feel like you have, even the concealer tonight, the concealer and foundation, feels like I don't even have anything on. So, I really do like it. Just a little something, little tidbit there for you. Alright, so let me scooch on up. This story is called, Ouija Board Warning. Ooh. I hate Ouija boards, just to give you a heads up. I do not like them. Okay. So last year, Small Bean Dean went to a friend's house for a party. Around 1 in the morning, the group decided to use a Ouija board. Bad decision. Bad decision. I used a Ouija board when I was little. I'm talking about probably 9 or 10. And I learned my lesson. I have not used one since, and I now, this is for real, I now boycott Ouija boards. I do not like them. So anyway, back to the story, sorry. The Reddit user was the only one who believed in the accounts of the paranormal, so she was hesitant when her friends brought out the board. But instead of giving her friends more reason to tease her when it came to the paranormal, she acted as if she didn't believe in such activity. Well, there you go right there. I believe if you're like, that's gonna happen, that's gonna happen, something's gonna be like, oh, you think so? Oh, we know you really do believe in us, but since you be trying to be like that, we're gonna show you and we're gonna scare the shit out of you. So get ready, because you're about to piss your pants. So yeah, don't be playing. Don't be playing like that. Number one thing to do is just don't do anything, period. Don't be acting like you're bad and like there's no such thing as a ghost and trying to be cool in front of your friends, because that never ends very well for folks. Like, Because some ghosts are going to be like, oh, you trying to be bad. You trying to be bad for your friends. We fixing to get you. So anyway, back to the story, sorry. They began asking the board questions. They started with a few normal questions and nothing really exciting happened. Then someone asked if the spirit wanted to hurt them, and it responded with only one. The group started to get creeped out at this point, and rightfully so. When one friend asked the natural follow-up question, who, the board spelled out Natasha, the Reddit user's full name. Yeah, well, there you go. Because she believes in it. It should be noted that she doesn't care for their full name and has everyone call her Tasha instead. Okay, Tasha then left the room while her friends continued playing, but found out later that night that the group forgot to say goodbye to the board. That's where you mess up right there. If y'all have ever watched any scary movies with a Ouija board, that's where you mess up. Don't tell that board goodbye. Yep. That leaves a doorway or something for spirits to come in, they say. So that'll get you every time. Don't tell the board goodbye. They're gonna come in. They're gonna get you. Get your ass every time. Anyone familiar with a Ouija board knows that closing the interaction with the spirit is crucial before stopping use of the board. Needless to say, she was nervous. After this, Natasha has no memory of the night. She only remembers getting a migraine and nosebleeds. Her friends took videos of her acting strangely, speaking with a changed voice, and a few instances of her talking in other languages. Possession. However, that night wasn't the only time this happened. In the days following, Tasha's parents reported the same thing happening. Once again, she remembered nothing but migraines and nosebleeds. About 2 weeks later, she was back to normal, or so she thought. Tasha was suddenly hospitalized for an excruciating pain in her kidney, so bad that it almost shut down. The doctors tried everything but couldn't figure out what was wrong. Then, pain suddenly stopped. 1 day later, Tasha was released. Since that incident, she has never felt like she was truly alone. Sometimes she feels someone grabbing her hands or her neck, making it difficult to breathe. Tasha has always believed in paranormal, but this experience made it far more real for her. That's because there's a spirit attached to you. Yep. Y'all ever watch those scary TV shows? I forgot what it is. They have the version of it too with the celebrities, the Haunting of Celebrity or something. I don't know. That I love those shows. There's one with Joan London. Was it Joan London? No. I can't remember her name. I love that show though. Love that show. Yep, love it. I learned early on that you don't play with Ouija boards. At my grandparents' house, they had a house that is, or it was very, very, there was a lot of spiritual activity. But my uncle also passed away there when he was a child, so that might have something to do with it. Or, you know what I always tell you, it might just be the devil. So, but, yeah, I don't play with Ouija boards. They're a no-go for me. But, my house is haunted, so that gives me reason enough right there not to play with stuff like that. Oh, no. This next one, y'all. This hits me because when I was younger, my friend was a pastor. He was a youth pastor at our church. But he did a ministry, and he would go to a nursing home on Sunday morning. Before we went to our church, he would go out there early in the morning, and he would do church service with the elderly. because they couldn't leave the nursing home to go to church, so he would bring like the church to them. And I used to go out there with him, and I used to love it. I would love going out there for church service, because those older people were so nice, and they loved it. And he was like awesome at preaching. He was like an awesome preacher. And so I used to love to go out there with him. But this is called Scares at the Nursing Home. And if you guys don't know, like I've been to an assisted living at nighttime, not an actual full blown like nursing home, but they're very creepy at nighttime, like very creepy. So yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot of activity in like nursing homes and stuff like that, assisted living, because people pass away and that's the last place that they were. So of course there's going to be a little activity. But anyway, sorry guys, sorry for the ramble. This is called Scares at the Nursing Home. Swagman 434 is a dietary aid at a nursing home for people with Alzheimer's. Oh, that's sad. And they have had some seriously scary encounters while working there. Their main job consists of washing dishes, and they're normally standing right next to the dishwasher, which makes it difficult to hear what people are saying. On numerous occasions, they have been by the dishwasher and heard someone talking to them, even though they knew no one was nearby. One night, the writer went to collect food carts in their units alone. The whole time they were in the unit, they felt as if they were being followed. Fearing what they might see, they never turned around. Eventually, they pulled off, pretended to use the bathroom. They waited there for about 5 minutes before peering into the hallway where they'd just been. There they saw a patient they recognized. At first, this made them feel better, but soon they realized that it was a patient who had died 3 days prior in a unit near the kitchen. Well, there you go. There you go. That's crazy. That is crazy. Whew. That is weird. I don't, but you know what? I will say this. I don't think that would probably scare me that bad. I just don't think that would be that scary. Yeah, of course that's going to be weird to see, a patient that, died, but I don't think that would I don't think that would scare me that bad, to be honest. I really don't. I'd be like, hey, Miss Johnson, how you doing? You do know your funeral is in like 4 days, right? You might want to go on over there and get yourself ready. So, yeah, that is, that's weird. That's weird. So, you guys, I ask you guys if you have any ghost stories to send them in to me, because I really, really want to hear some of y'all's ghost stories and some things that y'all witnessed firsthand. I think that would be really, really interesting, and I want to share them here if that's okay with you guys. But you guys need to send them in to me so I can read them. You guys, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'll go with like a little smoky. I can't coordinate my eyes for some reason. I think I'm gonna go with a little smoky. A little scary smoky eye. How about that? I have to really figure out this. I really have to figure out this. This lighting and stuff, because I feel like you guys can't really see the colors that well. Like the colors from the makeup looks and stuff. I feel like this light might blow them out a little too much and y'all can't really see them or something. So maybe this week I'm going to kind of work on that a little bit. And bring that color up just a little bit more. And brighten it up a little bit. I really want you guys to see the vibrancy when we do these eyeshadow looks. And I want y'all, we need to be able to we really need to be able to enjoy them. Our work. Okay. So, we're going to go to the next color. Is it perfect? Nah, it's not. But, you know, we're going to keep on rolling. We got the gist of it. Is it like Vogue material? It probably needs to be blended out a little bit better, but for Ghost Story Night, I think it's okay. Alright, let's go. Let's find out our next scary story, shall we? Okay, this is kind of a short one. So we'll do this while we're putting on this black on. This is called Name Calling and Strange Breathing. I already don't like that. But, alright, here we go. It says, J.D. Barnes, 123, has always been afraid of anything paranormal. For 5 years, when he was young, he suffered from severe anxiety and depression. Been there, done that. I know all about it. While this was going on, some strange things began happening. One night, he was having trouble sleeping when he heard a man's voice say his name. He blew it off as something in his head and eventually fell asleep. Guys, that is weird. You know what? Like, that happened to me when I was younger. I was laying in bed and I was at my mom's house and my name was whispered in my ear. And it like, if it's never happened to you, it's very scary, like, to have your name whispered in your ear. And but the older people will tell you that that's the devil calling your name. So I don't play that game. So yeah, we don't play that. So I just be rolling over like I don't hear nothing. Luckily, it has not happened since then. It was very creepy. Okay, so I'm gonna just put the black on this. So we're just gonna do a little. We're gonna do this little smoky eye. And hopefully it looks cute. I hope. So, guys, if you hear your name called out, I've always heard you don't answer it. You just act like you don't hear anything, pretty much. Don't be calling my name out. I ain't got nothing to say to you. Don't call my name out. Don't call my name out. Y'all, I feel like this is gonna take some major blending. I was like, oof, I have this in me tonight to blend this out. Okay, well, there was one. Trying to do some shorter ones so that we can. Ooh, that's got a scary house picture. A picture of a scary house. I'm not. Oh my god, these were so long. Okay. Ooh. I'm alone in here. I want to say this is gonna sound so pathetic, I guess. I'm alone in here and I don't want to read anything that's really scary. Because I get scared easily. Like, well, not scared. I get creeped out a little bit because, you know, our house is a little creepy. Okay, this is called Southern Fright. I readjust myself so I can start doing this. Okay. When I was 16 years old, babysitting was an additional source of income. Yep, been there, done that. But I didn't. I did it before I was 16. Because I had them skills. Okay. And I was lucky enough to have many families in my area that needed a babysitter. A lady that I babysat for quite often asked me one day if I mind caring for her sister's baby. She mentioned that her sister had a hard time keeping a babysitter. Okay. Well, of course I thought it was due to the child. I didn't mind it at all. I quickly accepted the job meaning more income for myself, and she was a super nice lady, however. Her husband, well, a real jerk. He didn't want to be bothered with the baby at all, and he was always in a mood. For the most part, he was away a lot. My first day, she made a point to tell me that the house was quirky, marking a lot of strange noises or whatnot. Okay, if people tell you that their house is quirky, or it just settles in, the house is settling, that means you're gonna hear or see some scary ass shit, and you need to know the house is haunted or there's something there, so you better prepare. And I hope you brought a diaper to wear, because you're probably gonna shit your pants. I mean, that's what that means. Okay, but anyway, so the phone jumped up. She told me to call her if I had any problems. I thought it was strange, but dismissed it as just being that strange because she was nervous to leave her baby with a sitter. My first week was really uneventful, a few weird noises, but I just dismissed them. One distinctive thing that I remember about the house was that it was always really dark. Even on the brightest day, it was really dark. During the day, you had to have the lights on even with the curtains open. Okay. The baby was only about 6 months old. It says six. It's supposed to be 6 months, but it says only 6 months old. Had a cute rainbow nightlight. It was an older one that you had to manually use force to click on and off. Once it lit up, some in the morning time, I would go in and turn off the nightlight. Well, morning came and I turned off the nightlight. I went out to the living room to catch up on some homework, and as soon as I got settled, the baby started crying. I rushed into his room. He was hysterical, and the nightlight was on. Now, just said, turn that light off. Turn that light off. Okay, right there. There you go. I know for a fact that I had turned it off. It wasn't a mistake or something that I thought I did. I played it in my mind over and over. We've all been there. Just like when you set something down and you know you set it in a certain spot and then you come back to get it and it's gone. Yeah, someone's gonna move your keys or your wallet or whatever it is you're missing. I know that I had turned that light off. I took the baby and comforted him. I was so disoriented and scared, I didn't even try to turn it off again. I thought if something wants it on, it can be on. That's what I'm talking about. Say, bump it and get on up out of that baby's room. I didn't tell the mother about the nightlight. Every day she would come and ask me if everything was okay, and I knew she was just talking about her son. Over the first few weeks, the experiences came more and more often, lights turning on and off, and doors closing by themselves. All these events finally came to a peak. I was in the kitchen mixing oatmeal for the baby, when from behind, something tugged the bottom of... Oh no. Something tugged the hem of my shirt. And hard. It was so hard that my shirt tightened around my neck. I turned around and no one was there. I screamed and I ran into the living room where the baby stared at me from his high chair like I was crazy. I didn't tell his mother about it either. I don't know why I didn't tell her. Maybe I was scared she would think I was crazy. Or maybe I didn't want to bother her with it. Or maybe I was just scared, since I never told anyone. Well, we've all been there. But that's scary because you can't just run out You have a baby you have to take care of. You know what I mean? Finally, she and her husband moved out of the house that fall, making their stay only 10 months. I was the only babysitter who managed to be permanent during their time. I never discussed the events that happened there. Later, I did some research on that area. It's incredibly rural. It also has a rich history of Indian tribes. While looking up the house, I discovered that during its construction, evidence of a full Indian burial site had been discovered. There you go. Poltergeist. You ever seen the movie? That's what happens. The house was built on an Indian burial ground. So, there you go. Y'all, ghosts and dead people, well, I mean, whatever. Dead people, they want to be left alone. Don't be, like, putting your house up where the bodies are. You know what I'm saying? Like, give them a little peace. Give them a little peace. I'm going to town on this eyeshadow. My eyes are so dry that it's making it a little difficult to blend, I think. But we're going to get it. This might have to blend forever. I'll be blending next week. Okay. I mean, it could be. Let me get a stiffer brush real quick. Let me go in. Let's see if I can knock that down a little bit. Okay, guys. I smoked out these eyes, put on some eyelashes. Put a little green in the corner. I mean, it's not the greatest look. Let's be honest. I mean, it's not the scariest or best look ever. I felt a little pumpkin vibe going on, you know. But thank you guys again for tuning into my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Bye, guys. Thank y'all.